recording.
You know, Jaden, before we begin, I'm gonna have to say that someday you'll look back on this video and you'll go, "What was I doing?" All right, Zoe.
I'm being normal.
It's all you.
He's totally normal, though. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so the story is unfinished, so it's gonna leave like as a cliffhanger. But it's called Kyler and Skylar. In a land called Harmony Castle, a queen and king had two twins. One Kyler and the other was Skylar. They relished and played during the day in their big and beautiful yard full of daisies that smell as good as the finest perfume. But one day, the children were playing outside, and the evil Dr. Fox came, blowing sleeping gas towards the children, and he stuffed them in a bag and took off. The king and queen searched everywhere but couldn't find them. When they gave up, the queen said, "Woe is me! I shall never see my children again. My life is not worth living for." "My wife," said the king, "you must stay, for the kingdom needs you." So the wife stayed. Well, at Dr. Fox's lab, he dosed the two girls with forgetting potion, so they would only remember him and their personality, and themselves, of course. They wouldn't even remember that they were royalty. He laughed an evil laugh. "Once the king and queen see that I have their children, I will tell them I will exchange them for the crown." But his plan didn't work out the way he wanted it to. Now, back to Harmony Castle. What Harmony Castle was is now Danger Valley. For Dr. Fox came every year and asked for the crown, but the king and queen said no. So he would get so mad and he would destroy a house, because he's a jerk. So, yeah. And then he would come back next year. And to be worse, when the children were still asleep, he took them and put them in another village. And, okay, now we're in the present. Okay.
Okay.
No, go the other way! I'm trying to. The ice is still so slippery. Kyler and Skylar are playing on the new ice with their new friend Melissa. The ice came from the frost came from the snow, and the snow came from the clouds, and the clouds came from summer. And I know what you guys are thinking. How could that be? Well, Dr. Fox came and made it snow, thinking everyone would freeze. And once the king and queen would see how powerful he was, once he destroyed a village, they would give him the crown. But it just made a huge skating rink for everyone, so everyone was out ice skating. Kylie, Skylar, and Melissa were playing a game they made up and called Guess Where to Go. Now we don't need to go to the details how to play that. The people knew where the snow came from, but the twins didn't. Even Melissa knew about it. Actually, the forget potion didn't even work except for remembering themselves. Dr. Fox was mad for sure at first. Then he thought it would be fun. All the ice melted earlier and everyone started playing tag. Dr. Fox came to the village dressed like a gentleman instead of being in his lab coat. "What are you doing here?" said the baker's wife. "You don't belong here." "Who is the caretaker? Who's the queen's caretaker?" said Dr. Fox. "I am," said a young and pretty woman named April. April was Melissa's mother, but was also taking care of the twins. She wasn't really that scared of him because she thought that he could be changed in some way. "What do you want from me?" she said. "I wish to have a little dinner with you and your children for them to get to know me," said Dr. Fox in a sly tone. Very well then, come inside and make yourself at home. I will, thank you. No one trusted Dr. Fox, but April decided to give him a chance. Children, come inside, darlings. There's someone I want you to know. I mean me. The children were running to their mother. Who is it, Mommy? Asked Melissa. Yeah, who is it? Repeated Kyler. She opened the door and went inside. I want you to meet Dr. Fox. Hello, he said in a cheerful tone. Nice to meet you. He held out his hand, but they didn't have a time to shake his hand. Can I speak to you guys for a second? Said April. Okay, they all said. Listen, Dr. Fox is actually an evil scientist. Cool, they all said at once. No, not cool, but bad, very, very bad. He has horrible magic that can do horrible things. Oh, I guess that is bad, said Skylar. I feel you guys can change him somehow. I don't know how, but I think you guys can, said April, and that's over. That's
Discord. All.
Oh yeah, I'm going to tell you guys about why Dr. Fox is named Dr. Fox.
Why?
Because he drank a potion. Drank a potion that was supposed to make him a shapeshifter, but it just made him grow. He drank the wrong potion, so it made him grow foxtail. He had sharp teeth and he had fox ears.
Really?
I would caress my tail. I'd be like,
my evil pet.
my evil pet is a tail.
The tail of a fox.
My tail. I'm so evil.
Bum. He captures innocent tails.
And puts them, and he glues it to his butt.
Dad, do you capture innocent tails and glue them to your butt?
Only on Tuesday.
Wait, what kind of glue do you use?
Elmer's.
What?
Elmer's.
Oh.
The same kind that you ate when you were in kindergarten.
I ate Elmer's glue?
Or lead paint.
I did?
Well, bye. I hope you enjoyed
Maybe
this
you-
video.
I think you
Leave a
drank some
like,
mercury.
comment, subscribe.
Doesn't that kill me?